pull in, it looks like here's the check-in station. It is, it looks like you have to have a code. I want to say, I need to go to my email. Hold on, I need to go to my email and get my code. So here we are. We just passed up the gate and we entered our code that was given us. Here's site number 2, site number 3, and these are the more woodsy sites at the beginning of the state park. And we are headed to our specific site. And I will upload some more information later on in this video for a walk around on our site, which is absolutely beautiful. It's on the lake and it still has a woodsy feel. So these are some of the specific sites we're passing up. You can see they're pretty well spaced. We made it to our site. It was a back-end site near the lake. Here are our Lynx levelers that Jonathan uses to level out the camper after we park and unhook. And I will have a link to those. I'm sure most people have them or know about them. Here's the specific hookups. Look how secluded this is. See, it has a woodsy feel. They're spaced pretty far away from each other, and it's also on the lake, which is awesome. Here's our control panel where we hook up our water, our power jack, our propane, and look at this side. It's just so beautiful. It has this huge wooded space that you can walk through. There's L painting. Jonathan's still setting up. So we pulled up and it was just beautiful. Here is Jonathan hooking up the electric. I want to say here at Lake Lincoln State Park in Mississippi, they have 20, 30, and 50 amp, as well as water hookups, and they also have sewage hookups at this specific spot, site 64. So here is the box, and we did get our surge protector, and we also have it locked up like I'm showing you with this just simple bike lock. And I will link the surge protector and bike lock that we have for this. Here's Jonathan setting up our freshwater city water through our little port so we can keep our hatch doors closed for storage, and he's just hooking that up with the 45-degree elbow that we have because we do have a pretty thick hose. Here is Jonathan plugging in the heating element to our heated water hose, and I will put a link in the description of this video also as far as that specific hose we have. We are going through a weird Arctic front here in the whole country, I think, and it's going to be in the 30s, so we want to protect our pipes from freezing over and busting. Anyway, so that's why we have this hose specifically for colder times and colder camping. I'll also put a link in the description of the specific water filter we use and the water pressure regulator that is hooked up to the spigot. Excuse me. Also, the spigot here at Lake Lincoln State Park here in Mississippi is a little bit lower to the ground, so he's gonna have to reconfigure this as far as all the hookups for the water. That's why he's undoing the filter so he can hook up, I think, the actual hose to the regulator and then the filter after that, just because it's very low to the ground. Anyway, that's what he's doing here, and he's just getting that set up. Here's our site 64. Look at this view we have. It feels woodsy, and we're also lakefront. We are just getting back from a bike ride. There's this little bridge that we crossed, and you saw it in the beginning of the video. We're waiting on Elle. Elle is our marveler. She likes to marvel at all things and take her time. So here's some more sites that are near our site, like 64. It was a gorgeous day today. We went on a bike ride. We were able to eat some lunch, some dino nuggies. And I think Jonathan's about to go fishing here. So here we are. We are actually taking the little side road that leads to the 3 cute little cabins that they have. They're very secluded, off on their own. And you take this little dirt road to get to them. They're a pretty good distance apart from each other, but close enough. If you have 3 families or friends wanting to be together, this is the perfect location. If you don't have a camper or an RV, you have a beautiful lake view. You're also in the woods. There's open fields behind the cabins that are just amazingly beautiful for kickball or frisbee or baseball, whatever you want to do. But anyway, here's the 3 cabins. They're a pretty decent size. We're pulling up right here. Oh, and we were just so surprised by this little hidden treasure. Right next to the cabin, I'm standing at cabin number 3. There's this huge field, has a beautiful view. I'm doing a walk around. It does have central heating and air, it looks like. I'm not really sure how many bedrooms or bathrooms it has inside. That's something that you'll need to check out on the website, and I will link the website in this video. Handicap access ramp. We would absolutely stay in this cabin. Here is Milltown Mall. This is the cutest little antique and flea market that has a massive inside. It's 2-story. We actually stumbled upon this a few months ago and didn't realize we're staying in the same town. So y'all check this out while you are staying at Lake Lincoln State Park. It has the best prices, friendly owners, and it's really cute inside. Here is site 12, very woodsy. It has a beautiful hill on the back. And it has a pretty good space between the next spot 11. Woodsy again, very secluded, very quiet. Here is site 9. All these sites are just gorgeous. Very hilly, very woodsy. Great for hiking. Here's site 8. Is that back up 4? That's site 4. Here's some more sites. What site is that?
Site 1.
That's site number 1. And here is site 3 and 2. 3 and 2 look pretty close together. So this could be like a family double park or something right there. Here we are pulling up to, it looks like what is the boat dock area. It also has a massive pavilion where you could have larger parties come together, have some music, have some cookouts. It's a really nice, well-kept area. Here we are pulling up to the little park area and the beach that they have roped off so you can swim. You know, in the warmer months of the year. It's really well kept, really clean. There's some bench seating. There's also these little metal swings that adults can sit on while the kids are playing. It has a few piers as well. It was just a really nice area. The girls loved coming over here and swinging and playing and running around and riding their bikes in this area. pedal boat adventure. Emery was not the biggest fan, but all the rest of us loved it. We actually rented this pedal boat from Uncle Ray's, which is this awesome shop right across the street from the entrance to the state park. And Uncle Ray was just the nicest guy. We got some bait. It's your one-stop shop for everything you need. They have food, toiletries, medicines. I mean, literally everything. It brings me back to a nostalgic feeling of my childhood going into these shops from the 80s and 90s. Anyway, we're headed over to the park that is earlier in the video from our campsite on our pedal boat, and we had a blast. There was lots of laughs. Overall, this place was a must-see. Lake Lincoln State Park in Wesson, Mississippi was so peaceful. It was quiet. The spots are far enough away, but close enough together if you come with family or friends, or if you just want to meet new people. The views are stunning from the lake and even all in the woods. The trails are beautiful. The weather was perfect. There's so much for the whole family to do. Absolutely recommend staying here, especially in spot 64 and even at the other spots that I showed during the video. This is a must stay place for you and your family and your loved ones. We had a blast.